Kaieteur Radio.
Covering Guyana from coast to coast.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Berbice 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
Namaste to you and welcome to the Monday edition of the Lall Show on, as you heard, the radio with a difference, Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Of course, we come here every Monday, Wednesday and Friday and we bring to you nothing but the truth. So this evening, Mr. Lall will make his presentation, after which 226-7453, 226-7454, 622-2222. Those are the numbers you can call us on. A point of note before I hand you over, if you're calling us this evening, please lower the volume of your radio, whichever device you're listening to us from. If not, we'll be forced to disconnect you, and we don't want to do that here on the Lall Show because your feedback is very important. So without further ado, I hand you over to the man of the moment. Sir, namaste to you.
Namaste, Josh. Namaste, guys. What did you say? You tell the truth, nothing else.
Nothing but the truth. Yes.
You leave out the most important thing. So help
me God.
Me God. That's right. He's a boss. And he taught us not to tell lies.
Yes.
Be truthful.
Yes.
All right, so let's get going. Let me ask this question, Josh.
Yes.
If you have 2% leaders, what do you get? 200% profit? Ms. Harris?
Perhaps.
Nah. You will get 2%, buddy. Because it's only 2% brain dab. You get 2% royalty. You get 2% insurance. And you get a 2% 50-50 profit sharing. Is that what you get? You don't get no 50-50 profit sharing. You get 2% 50-50 profit sharing you get.
2% country.
Yes, because it's a 2% country. Our leaders made us into a 2% country. Everything is 2%. Them could have only fined after 2 years, to give $1 billion, which is 7% increase to all them public servants. Yes, all them police, them soldiers, them nurses, them teachers, them gutter cleaners and so on. $1 billion after 2 years. But today, we are told in Parliament, them found $53 billion, 7% increase money. You hear that? 7% increase money. What them spend quietly. Ashley Singh tell Parliament that today.
Where you find it from?
That is the big question. How come them are finding all these big money? And where they're finding it from? Uncle, namaste to all of you. Our laws caters for emergency spending, which is the provision they use to access and spend this type of money. Hear what Ashley Singh call emergency spending. Out of that 53 billion, 420 million spent at the airport, CJIA. And you notice a new contract come out today in the paper? Yeah, man, for put offices at the airport. 4 billion gone to GPL. Gone into GPL. This only happened today, Uncle. Me ain't telling y'all what happened last week. Only today we getting to know through Parliament, and then we'll come to Parliament just now. What Ashley Singh said, $53 billion they spend, they're fine to spend, and them don't spend them. And this is how they spend some of it. Millions for the Prime Minister computer. Computers for the Prime Minister. Millions for furniture and government vehicles. Wow. And of course, COVID cash grant. We'll get back to that later. Alexander the Great was a very wealthy man, but his death wish was that he be taken to his grave with his hands outside his coffin so the world can see he's taken nothing with him. You hear that?
That's what some of these
That was the man's wish.
Yes.
When he die, carry me to the grave with my two hands outside so the world can see I am not carrying anything with me. You think we can say that with some of the leaders? No! You got to seal them down with whatever it is. A man stole from his employer and was sent to jail. A man hijacked a whole wharf and was sent on bed rest. I love this country. You're getting no oil money for Christmas. None. Nothing. Now they're talking about the account. They're talking about the coconut industry. Maybe they're talking about the coconut oil. Yeah, that's the kind of oil money I ever getting.
Exactly. Coconut oil money.
Miss Martin, a man named Martin Luther King Jr. You ever hear about him? Huh? He was a great son of this soil. He said, don't give up hope. If you can't run, walk. And if you can't walk, crawl. Crawl going straight ahead. Do not look to the left nor the right. Focus straight ahead. That's the only way you can succeed in life. Let's don't worry about the political leaders you have. Guys, if they can't do it, man, me and you can, you know. That's all, me and you can do this thing, you know. Me and you can bring about a change in this land, you know.
We don't need them.
Yes. Oh, that was Martin Luther King Jr. was telling the American people in a nutshell, we can do it. And yes, we can do it, were the words from a man named Barack Obama. You remember? He said, yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, man. I want to begin with a short video of a response our Vice President Jagdeo gave to one of my then reporter after he was asked a question. Could you please play that tape? Listen to this clip carefully, Uncle and Auntie.
Has the government received any guarantee from Exxon and its partners that the parent companies will accept liabilities for any oil spill or natural disaster?
The thing is that you see what this has been an issue in the insurance policy. So that has been an old, long-standing issue, and you know what the answer is. So you're not going to get a new answer from me now. Right now, it's on the incorporated company. But we believe that the liability passes to the parent company. We internally believe that, the way it's written. The thing is that as we move forward in the new licensing arrangement and the new agreement, these things have to be clarified crystal clear.
Oh, when you hear these words and you hear these leaders, sometimes you can only say, oh, what's going on in this land? The reporter asked him, has the government received any guarantee from Exxon and its partners that the parent companies will accept liabilities for any oil spill or natural disaster?
Simple.
Very simple question.
Clear, yes.
Bharat Jagdeo said, the thing is that you see what this has been an issue in the insurance policy, so that has been a long outstanding issue. Man, I couldn't understand. I'm just reading what the man says, uncle. I am just reading what you guys understand that answer?
No.
The kid asked a very simple question. Have you received any guarantee from the parent company whether they will accept liabilities from the oil, from an oil spill or a disaster? Huh? What kind of long-standing issue this man is talking about?
Exactly.
Long-standing issue. This man in the right senses, Miss Harris?
It could never be.
We are talking about insurance to protect this region and all its people. Just the other day, Trinidad said every year they have no less than 5,000 oil spills. And this man talking about long-standing issue. Then he went on to tell the reporter, you know what the answer is? You're not going to get a new answer from me right now. It's on the incorporated company. But we believe that the liability passes to the parent company. You hear that?
Wow, they believe.
He said, you're not going to get a new answer from me. It's the incorporated company. But we believe the damages will be passed on to the parent company and them go pay. Oh my, this vice president got to be a complete moron, a complete idiot, and the biggest clown this world will ever produce. To tell us it's on the incorporated company and he believed that the liability will be passed down to the parent company.
Wow.
Guys, he mean you 10-year-old child, what you got? He or she candy money in the pocket. Yes, them candy money in the pocket will be used if they burn down the neighbor house. And he believe that the neighbor parent gonna pay if he child burn down a house. You ain't got no signed paper, you know. But if you child burn down your neighbor house, the man is saying he believe the child father gonna pay all the expenses to repair or to build back a new house. That's what he telling Guyana. And you ain't even certain. You ain't even certain if the man got money for even build back the step. That is what Jack Dale, this clown, is telling Guyana. When he said that he believed the liability will be taken care of by ExxonMobil, the parent company. ExxonMobil done rob you blind. 600 idle blocks. Already spent $30 billion out there that we ain't check a cent on to now. Give you less than 2% royalty. Something no country on earth ever got. Rob the heck out of all them oil countries around this world. Even them own country, America. And this clown Jack Dale telling us he believe ExxonMobil gonna pick up the bill when an oil spill happens out there without any signed insurance policy. This same clown, what a parroting the sanctity of contract, got the nerve to tell us that we must accept what he believe Exxon will do. Could you play back the tape, man? What he believe Exxon will do. Mr. Brian, please.
Has the government received any guarantee from Exxon and its partners that the parent companies will accept liabilities for any oil spill or natural disaster?
The thing is that you see what this has been an issue in the insurance policy. So that has been a long-standing issue, and you know what the answer is. So you're not going to get a new answer from me now. Right now, it's on the incorporated company. But we believe that the liability passes to the parent company. We believe that, the way it's written. The thing is that as we move forward in the new licensing arrangement and the new agreement, these things have to be clarified crystal clear.
You hear him again there. You know the incorporated companies we talking about, Miss Harris?
Of course, yeah.
The three Exxon subsidiary?
Yeah.
We're registering Guyana here.
Exactly.
We're running the operation out there.
But don't have no money.
Exactly. That doesn't have a cent.
Exactly.
Then this clown went further to say, internally, we believe that the way it's written, the thing is that as we move forward in the new licensing arrangement and the new agreement, these things have to be clarified crystal clear. Wow. You know what that means? You will not get any insurance from ExxonMobil, parent company. So your livelihood, your future, and the region's future is in the hands of God Almighty, where insurance is concerned from ExxonMobil, parent company. At the end of his answer to the question, Uncle, he said, as we move forward in the new licensing agreement, these things have to be clarified crystal clear. Why not now, Jagdeo? Why not clarify this thing crystal clear now, today, with ExxonMobil and the 600 oil block? What are you hiding? And what are you protecting? What are you getting that you are so highly protective of ExxonMobil? You are protecting their oil blocks, the 600, what I get, when the last are only 16. You are protecting their spendings in the billions, telling us that you're disappointed that you can't find people to audit, to check, to verify. You're protecting the 2% contract when that should have changed the first day you guys took office. You're defending the billions being spent on supply boats and helicopters and all the supply centers. You're defending ExxonMobil Gas to Shore project. You're in love with everything ExxonMobil do in this country. Like if ExxonMobil is your living partner and everybody outside ExxonMobil, including us, is stepchildren. Why, man? Huh? Why these things cannot change to benefit the people of this country? Mr. Jagdev, what are you benefiting personally from ExxonMobil, may I ask? Or what they promise you? That you're not changing these blatant robbery of this country wealth by ExxonMobil. I am still to get an answer to that. And I am sure every Guyanese should be asking this question.
Yes.
Guyana, fellow citizens of this country, if this crap don't change now, we are heading into slavery. And this is not old-time slavery Glenn Lall is talking about. This is modern-day slavery, in which all of you will be watching your wealth disappear before your eyes. A matter of fact, it's already happening by the plane loads and boat loads, but you're not seeing it. You know why? Because you're sleeping too much. And you guys are in love with these corrupt clowns. You're being blinded. You're being blinded of a good life. Every time Jack Dale, who's heading this oil sector, open his mouth, Miss Harris, a frightening story jumps out. As for the opposition, their silence is equally frightening as to what is happening in this country. And as the days go by, it gets even more sickening for this country and the entire region. I feel like dancing tonight, man. Anybody want to dance with me? Miss Harris? Not you, Brian. I'm not dancing with man. I don't dance with men. You know, like I said, when you got 2% leader, what do you expect to get? 2%. What you're receiving as royalty? 2%. Everything I ever receive is 2. Only 2%. We accept 2% from ExxonMobil. One man puts it very nicely. Very, very nicely. He said our leaders is on an oil hustle in Guyana. You hear that, Brian? The man said our leaders are on an oil hustle in Guyana. And I couldn't agree more with that guy. Beautifully said, eh?
Yep.
Progress, Brian, is impossible without change, you know. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Those are not my words. Those words came from a man named Bradshaw. Very nicely put it. If you can't change, he said progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Miss Harris, you think anyone of them will change their mind here? Not the way we see things been happening from the moment Trotman signed that contract.
Nope.
From the entire coalition, PNC and the AFC, and this PPP, nothing will change. 30 years now, I have not seen any change in this country. And there will be no changes for the next 30 years if these types of 2% leaders are still around. You hear what I said there, Brian?
Yep.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Brian, do you know we have that little aisle money we just collect from Exxon in a bank account in America? You know that? The money where we got sitting in a bank account in America, man. Yes, once you know. The reason we have it there is to secure it from leaders with sticky fingers and sticky hands. You know it's Christmas, right? You know that, right? Yes. All the oil producing countries are required to set up such systems to safeguard and protect that money, because it does not only belong to the present crop of people, but to future generations. Am I clear? Yes, thank you. You see the wealth in Guyana, Miss Harris? It does not belong to you and me living now alone, but our unborn grands and great-grands. They have to benefit from it too. If we drill out all the gold and all the oil and spend out everything today, what our generation will live with? What would left for them? Nothing. You understand? Basically nothing they will have. For this reason, the world body recommends that an oil producing country set up this special bank book, this special fund. They call it the NRF. This bank account is to properly manage the oil money. So that is, like I said, so me and you don't eat out all. We must left some for future generations. Whoever come up with such a brilliant idea must be commended. Most of us in the world today live like that. You guys know that? We get money and we put aside and save some for our children. Some of us even save for our grandchildren and unborn grandchildren. It's the same thing with governments. They must set aside and save for future generations. Are they doing anything now with our gold, our diamond, our bauxite? Man, the money not even coming fast enough. Hold on. You don't even know what they just be doing with that money. You hear me? Much less put up. We are not even benefiting from that money. Much less put up anything for future generation. I choose to explain this issue to all of you tonight, Ms. Harris, because of a very dangerous situation developing with that little 2% money sitting out there. We carry two stories, one Saturday and the other one Sunday in the Kaieteur News, in which our Vice President, Barack Jagdeo, said he is moving to Parliament to change the rules of the game. Man, you don't hear me, man. The man says he's going to Parliament to change the game, the rules of the game. You hear me? He said he wants to remove the 22-member committee looking over the bank book.
Yes.
Uncle and auntie, this 22 committee member is made up of civil society, business people, lawyers, EITI member, media people, trade union people, and one people from every region. They even have religious leaders and so on inside. Now he wants to remove that. He wants to ban it, cancel it. He wants full control over the money. He said that system too hard. We would not understand it. He want make it more simple for he alone to understand it, uncle. You hear me? He want to make it simple just because he alone handle the oil sector. Then Mr. Jagdeo went further to say that another 5-member committee who have to oversee how they take out the money and how they use the money. Yes. He said that body what got that oversight of the withdrawal and spending and got no transparency. So basically telling Guyana, nobody can safeguard and spend the money, but he, Barack Jagdeo, the king of Guyana, and the PPP government. Nobody must see, nobody must have a say, nobody else must advise. Although the international body recommends such a system, it has happened and it's still happening all over the world. You guys understand what I'm saying, man? Jagdeo and the PPP must take control of every cent of the oil money that's sitting out there. Yes, y'all will wake up one morning and every single cent will disappear. I allow him to take control of it. Uncle and auntie, that money they have out there is from your 2%. And you see how quick Jagdeo set his eyes on that little money? Before he focus on the bigger picture of how we can rake in billions of American dollars. Not a couple millions we have there, billions of American dollars. His 2% brain is set on that 2% money. I am betting my last dollar that the opposition is going to jump up and kick up a big stink over this new development. Any bets? Yeah, they're going to jump in and kick up because Kaieteur News announced it. That's the only time there's fine time to talk. Right? And they will be spending maybe a whole year talking and trying to correct this. But this couple dollar that we got sitting out there, but you wouldn't hear a single word from them about how we can rake in billions from Exxon and the rest of oil people out there. No, they only comment on the things that the media break. When Jagdev announced that, they didn't see or say anything. It's when Kaieteur News reported it. Then you're going to see how Harman them going to jump on it. This is how the government and opposition behave. They don't see for themselves. When the media point out things to them, then they jump up and open their mouths. All they know to do is fight among themselves. They look at what this one do and what this one get. And they feed. And they feed on that. And they cuss down each other. I read a story yesterday in the Guyana Times. Now I read the story, the headline. And I read the first paragraph. And I smiled. They said they're ready to give out the $250,000 to the cane cutters. What a PNC, what a coalition threw out. Look, I wanted to crack up when I read this thing. What a coalition threw out, you know. The cane cutters, they blame the coalition or kick them out, throw them out. And now the PVP going to give them $250. Today, uncle and auntie, today, Parliament resumed. And it was the opposition day to present matters of business in that house. It was led by opposition leader Harman. Uncle, they had the opportunity to take any bill to Parliament or to press the government on matters of national concern and interest. Instead, I am told the opposition went to Parliament with 2 sandwiches in their briefcase and 2 drink, a Coke and a Pepsi. And they ask a couple questions. Yeah, man. This country gotta be a laughing stock. Ms. Harris, instead of going there to lay meaningful bills before the government that they want come into law to benefit Guyana and its people, them ask a couple low-life, nonsensical questions that a prepared child would even want to know the answers. Trust me. They ask how many children been to school online. Man, Brian, you don't hear this thing, man.
I listen to you strong.
Them ask how much children been to school online.
Stuff like that.
Yes. And how many children went in classes. And a ton of other nonsense. Hear this one, man. They asked the government about whatever happened to 4 single house lots they give to 4 squatters next to DDL.
No.
Can you believe this thing, man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Them sit down in Parliament. Today is the opposition day in which they can present matters that can benefit this country. Them ask about 4 single house lot. Them give out to 4 people.
That's what the interests are.
Huh?
House lots.
That's their interest.
Huh? 4 house lot they give out to 4 squatters next to DDL. Can you believe this, man? Can anybody with a 2% brain believe this, man? That the leader of the opposition, Joseph Harman, will sit down there and allow his member parliament to ask questions about 4 house lots to squatters?
Can't be serious.
Man, when these foreigners hear what we member parliament discuss in parliament, them got to cock up them foot at the Marriott, knock glasses and wine per we head. Harman and his team, uncle, knows that Guyana is still without a local content policy.
Yup.
All of them knows how much money in the billions Guyana losing out without that policy in place. They may even carry a draft policy to parliament. Them know we need modern day technology to measure we oil out their body. Them ain't carry nothing. Them know we need a depletion policy. How we gonna bring up we oil? Then I go with nothing. Them know we need a decommissioning policy. All this to save Guyana billions of American dollars.
Yeah.
Them not go with nothing. Them go with house lot questions. Them should have gone to Parliament today to give EPA new rules and regulations to combat the damage the oil people doing to the environment and its people with their flaring and waste disposal all over in the ocean and now on our land and the landfills. They know we need proper accounting agencies to work along with the accountant general to check the oil money and to also check the spendings. What they're spending every day so we can save some of the billions we get in rob. Them not go to Parliament with nothing. They should have gone to Parliament today to get ExxonMobil and the other oil players to pay their rightful taxes. That's what they should have got to Parliament for. They should have gone to Parliament to pass law to ensure that all of them who get the oil blocks and who sell it pay capital gain tax. Oh, they don't go with nothing. And you got nothing to get but answer to 4 house lot what they give to 4 squatters. Uncle and auntie, they should have gone to Parliament to find out the interest rates Guyana paying on those loans. They should have gone to Parliament to make sure Guyana is fully covered with insurance. Instead, the opposition walk in Parliament with, like I said, 2 sandwich in a briefcase. And maybe a quarter bottle of vodka. I don't know. I'm just guessing. In the flask or in the coat pocket. Something like that. This is how they're carrying out our business. Your business. God got to help you. God got to help this country. And God got to help them.
Most importantly.
But I still love Guyana. This country losing every day millions of US dollars from every section of the oil industry. And them chaps this. I go to Parliament, forget an update on 4 single house lot that them give out to 4 squatters. Man, can you believe this thing, man, Josh? 4 single house lots when Guyana has the third largest oil reserves on earth? Man, are you sure this country named Guyana?
Comedy Central.
Huh? With these clowns for MP? Or this country named Ghana? Something is wrong here, man. Something is definitely wrong in this country, people. You resume parliament. Something this whole country waiting for how many months now? To discuss about how many children study online? How many of them been in person to classroom? Huh? When this country is listed as the fastest growing economy in the world and the richest country on planet Earth. Oh my gosh. No, man. No, this can't. Because we got 90% of the population living on the breadline. Something wrong in this land. Y'all better check back the spelling of this country. Y'all check if it's G-U-Y-A-N-A, G-U-I-A-N-A, or G-H-A-N-A. This is what Harmon, the opposition leader, entertaining in parliament. Matter of fact, Auntie, this man leading from the front, he ain't just entertaining this type of nonsense. It speaks volume as to our leaders, how they operate. I am tired. You guys tired? I'm feeling tired, man.
China can tire you out, man.
Huh? Brian, I need to take a drink.
The stupidity of this country can get you tired. Very tired.
Since 1986, uncle, 35 years now. Well, 1986, 35 years now, I live in Andy Park too. We got an old and outdated and very stupid petroleum law, the IL law. It allows we ministers to give out permits and license whenever and however they feel like. It allows the minister to just wake up one morning and just do what he feels like doing with our wealth. And even after all that is happening with the oil companies right now, they can't change this law. Until now. They didn't go to parliament for change that. This most important law, which should have been changed, the very next day Trotman signed that 2% and 600 oil black contract. Harman today doesn't see it fit to take that to parliament and have it change so that Bharat Jagdeo can't give out permits and license willy-nilly to whoever he feels like and how he feels like. That's not important to them. They don't concern whether your children lunch kit got biscuit inside or not. And if you guys can't read through the lines, brothers and sisters, man, I really don't know what else to tell y'all. If you can't read through what is happening with your wealth in this land, guys, your livelihood and future is at stake. And Lall can't help you. All those things and many, many more that I spoke about should have been on their agenda today in Parliament to change. Instead, what came out? 4 house lot. 4 house lot to 4 squatters. The head of Transparency International, a man named Frederick Collins, said on Saturday through the Kaieteur News that the oil sector will be plagued with difficulties until death if original sin not fixed. You hear what the man say? Oil sector, the oil sector will be plagued with difficulties until death if original sin not fixed. This is a man who understands the deep trouble Guyana has found itself in. And hear what the previous head of EITI had to say the next day through the Kaieteur pages. He said how Guyana's history of granting oil license and contracts is marred with corruption. It means it married with corruption, uncle and auntie. Yes, it go hand in hand. You think that man wrong? Everybody looking out for themselves. They're looking out for themselves hand in hand. Every leader. Maybe they're hugging in parliament too. And I know what else they're doing in there. You know, what time is it now, man? When you talk about these things, you know, like you get tired, man. Let me share 2-3 short stories with you guys before I go, or before I take your calls. ExxonMobil come to Guyana, went to Ogle, get our prime expensive land for next to nothing. You hear me, man? Building them own headquarters, which Guyana oil money will be paying them a fat rent when it done bill on our land. They're going to do it very fancy, top class. It's going to really be a top class because it's top class money spending there. They are not going to buy electricity. And this is the part I want you to understand, Brian. They are not going to pay for electricity from the gas to show project what them selling Guyana at Wales. You hear me, man? They give me land free. They're building them headquarters. Okay? They're going to charge us rent. Fantastic rent for it. The oil money will be paying for it. They are not going to buy electricity from the gas to show what they're selling Guyana at Wales. Them are put on them own solar system. Clean electricity. And tell us, got enough to tell us that they will be supplying the grid with solar electricity. It means the excess, what they're going to have, they're going to throw it into the grid. So Guyana will be paying them for that electricity. Wow. So they're selling you the gas to show a project, which they will make billions. What they're going to supply all Guyana with electricity. So let me ask this question. Is where Jack Day going to put Amelia Falls hydroelectricity? Well, he said it's Chinese own. And where Ali going to put this new set of solar what Exxon plan to give GPL, plus the gas to shore electricity. Maybe in the toilet to show them how to take off them clothes, or show them how to sit down for mess. You know, when you got 2% leaders and oil hustle around with sticky fingers, you know what has happened? It's Christmas, man. You ever see the movie Home Alone? Yes. The sticky bandits? It's Christmas, man. It's Christmas. Here a next little story, man, before I go. I gotta tell you this one. Kaieteur News reported it on Sunday. Bharat Dindyal, the man what they bring back for run GPL, announced how the company will now have to find 1.3 billion American dollar to fix up for handle electricity coming from Wales and the Chinese company, Amelia Falls. He said how they will have to borrow. This is the part, you know. Are you listen carefully? He said how they will have to borrow. And they are also looking for foreign partners. When I hear about borrowed foreign partners, uncle, let me tell you, what has got through my mind? Knowing what you had to deal with in this land for the past 30 years. This is what going through my mind. When them done with GPL, the citizens of this country will owe a set of private people 10 generations to come, because you see all these foreign partners and these Chinese company owning the Hydro Falls, the Demerara Harbour Bridge, they're investing in GPL and so on. Trust me, is a set of gangsters will be owning everything in this land. Don't be surprised to hear just now the Guyana Water Authority got to get $1 billion too as loans, and private partners too. Wait, watch and see. I will be peeping and I will be reporting, because I got a big mouth and a big heart. I love Guyana and I love you people too, but I don't love what they're doing to me and you. No. Take another one before I take a call. We reported Sunday how Azerbaijan complete a 40 million brand new international airport, twice the size, with 2 runaways, brand new tower, car park, offices, man, everything what an international airport gotta have. That one got it? And it got 8 bridges. It finished in 8 months. 10 years now, we're renovating our airport. Half the size of that Azerbaijan airport, with a patch-up runway. Not two brand new runway, the patch-up one. Not a brand new tower, they modify the tower. We doesn't have a car park. We ain't got no office. We ain't got no proper toilets. We ain't got no cargo section. No nothing. We don't spend 160 going on to 200 million. And today we carry another contract, another bid, in which they're asking, today's newspaper, they're putting out a contract for offices. You know what? Today, for offices. Part of the money, remember I told you guys, this emergency money, what I spent 53 billion, part of the money, 420 million, is to spend at the Cherry Jagan International Airport again. Yeah, man. 5 years ago, this airport should have been, this brand new sophisticated airport should have handed over to Guyana. 10 years now, these corrupt clowns from both governments still have the Chinese milking them and milking us. Day after day, year after year. I forgot it's Christmas. We're going to need milk. What a Guyana this is, man. Should I go on more, man? Should I go on more? You guys want more, Josh? Huh? We carried another story. EPA depending on fishermen to tackle oil spill. Oh my God. EPA depending on fishermen to tackle oil spill. The EPA people say the EPA depend on fishermen to carry them and show them where the oil spill there. Man, if this is not a set of moron running this country, then I don't know. I can't find word to describe what's happening in this country. The fishermen, them a complain how them see oil out there. The newspaper reporting it. And you government telling this country, we got to depend on fishermen to carry we to show we what the men them talking about. Yes, this is Guyana. You forget? The second largest oil reserve on earth. Nagata Balahu. Nagata quick response team. Nagata helicopter, a plane, a ferry. Our little boat, man. For travel outside there to see what them oil people doing to the ocean. Or what will even happen to us. We don't know nothing, uncle. And these people with a parliament for talk before house lot today. We're not hearing nothing. The whole world know we these business about we oil. They know how much oil we pump every minute. They know how much it costs per barrel. How much ExxonMobil going away with. Foreigners know everything more than Guyanese who own this oil. Do I have to say anything more tonight, man? Huh? Or you want me to take some calls, man? Government after government does pump money through the front door of state agencies and corporations. And just how it go through the front door, them a thief it through the back door. 30 years now that, man. What has changed with GPL and blackouts? 30 years now, nothing. What has changed with the GWI and that stinking water? 30 years now, nothing. Which one of the infrastructure they have built that you can honestly say you're proud of? 30 years now they're patching roads and cleaning the drains and trenches. 30 years now they're running Gaisuku, pumping hundreds of billions. As soon as they pump it in the front door, they collect it through the back door. Every ministry pumping money here, pumping money there and everywhere. Some of them are pump it through the windows. And when you look at back door, you come through the crease. I see now they find a new ministry, the housing ministry. I pump billions there. I don't know which door I got through. I'm keeping my eye on it. Wow. I told you guys, I saw the Minister of Agriculture, Mustafa and Ashni Singh, been sharing out 250,000 promised by the PPP to every cane cutter. Both governments, Ms. Harris, have been accused of stealing in all payouts they do.
Shocking.
Most of the children didn't get their $19,000 school grants. Do you know that, Brian Max?
Yep, that's
Right.
right.
Most of the pensioners didn't get their $25,000 one-time payment. Most of the people complaining they did not get their $25,000 grant. Not the old people pension, the grant. Tomorrow we're carrying a story in which, you got to hear this one, man. 9,000 out of 11,000 persons who were supposed to get them 25,000 did not receive a blind cent. You know what happened there, uncle? 9,000 people at $25,000 each is $225 million, uncle. You want to tell me that these leaders will love money so much, allow $225 million to disappear just like that? You want to tell me them allow them low-end people to thief out $225 million? Y'all got to read through the lines what's going on with these grants And these one-time payments, uncle and auntie, that 9,000 people, that story was reported from the Auditor General report, not Glenn Lall saying that. We are carrying that story tomorrow in the newspaper. Now I see they're paying out $250,000 to each cane cutter. Three-quarter them. Next year, the Auditor General report will say they didn't get no money. I have asked and I am going to ask again. Get a list of all the cane cutters y'all pay out, and I will publish it in the Kaieteur News for free. So nobody can accuse anybody of thieving the cane cutter money. Let me ask this question, uncle and auntie. Y'all think I gonna ever get that list to publish? Brian, you think I get a list to publish? Eh?
Very much.
You guys know what $250,000? Huh? That runs into billions, you know. Yeah, man. Man, I don't know where they're gonna put that money. I don't know. But I'm still waiting on the list. You gotta love this country, man. I'm gonna do a TikTok on this thing. I gotta TikTok you guys 2-3 times a day. Please listen to me, man. Please listen. I am doing this program and I'm TikToking too. I love you guys. Let's take some telephone calls.
Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. That's the frequency. 226-7453 and the 226-7454. Have a call on the line. Remember to please lower the device you're calling us from. Caller, good evening to you and welcome.
Hi, good evening to you.
Good evening to you.
I have two questions. One for the Honorable Bishop Edhill and one for Priya Manichan. The one for Bishop Edhill. When are you going to stop taxing money in the refurbished airport, and how much payback the government getting from the Chinese company for pumping so much money into the airport? The next one is for Priya Manichan. You want to go and build a next school on the region 3 of West Coast of them. What happened to the rest of schools? What happened to the schools then that they are not, none of them in full right now due to the COVID-19? Why you want to build a next school in region 3? Where you going to build it? How much you going to cost for it? Or how much you getting from it? That's all. Thank you.
Brother, you asked two questions. I wish I had the answer to give you. But they are two beautiful questions. The man is asking why the minister, Edhill, is keep pumping money into the airport. My brother, Friday I talked about how the new CEO for the airport is talking about a new terminal. You know what I mean? Another 160 million US.
What will happen with the one that we just built?
It ain't even finished, brother. The thing ain't finished yet. 8 months, I told you, man. Azerbaijan built an airport twice the size and finished. 10 years. We are in complete renovating with a bill, you know. We are renovating. We're changing sheets of walls there. This is not disrespectful what's going on. This is wholesale skullduggery by both governments. This is what they're doing to the people of this country. And Wanaji had the nerve to tell us, well, you know, it's not going to go past 200 million US. US, you know, man.
US.
Yes, 200 million US.
We have a call on the line. Caller, good evening and welcome.
Yes, good night. When this protest going to start? You want to come and protest? These people got to stop with this nonsense.
I agree with you, child. I agree with you.
When it start? We want to know when the protest starting because we coming down for protest.
I agree with you. Hold a little. Hold a little.
All right, thank you so much.
I'll announce it. Don't worry. I'll announce it. Thanks.
We have another caller there.
Yeah.
Caller, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good night.
Good night to you.
Yeah, I just want to call to. This is the Glenn Lall show.
Yes.
I just called to make a contribution, man. I am fed up with this country, and I want the government to know that people are getting smarter as time goes by, and I'm ready for the protest. That's it, right?
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
7453 226 7454
This thing is
622
this thing is unthinkable what is happening in this land, man. You got a whole opposition going to parliament. Huh?
Yes.
And these are the kind of things you're going with, man?
Call
Come on, Harmon. Come on.
Caller, good evening and welcome to the Glenn Lall Show. Okay, take the other one. Caller, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good night.
Good night to you.
Mr. With all respect, just stop this talking about in the morning upon these people, by. Don't make joke with these people. In the morning. Now, in the morning. Bye.
Agree with you. You know, I went to the hospital 3 weeks ago. I had to lie down there 1 week. And the doctors tell me, Glenn, you got to leave these people alone. Right? If not, you're going to die. No. But I prefer to die talking. I can't rest with this. The things that is happening in this country, brothers and sisters, I can't rest. I just can't rest. I got to get it off my chest, man. And you know what I find? I want to do a TikTok every 10 minutes in this country. But I find the people not capturing it quick, fast enough for me to give you guys more. I got to wait until, you know, the first couple of TikTok I did, 50, 60,000 people. Bang, bang, bang on it. Now when you do it, I see it after a whole day, only 10, 15,000 people. No, you got to have that steam. And if I don't get that steam, I don't get that strength, I don't get that courage. And we got to move quick. I like the gentleman, we say we got to move tomorrow morning. What is happening here? We got to move as quick as possible. We cannot take a throwback position. Because the way how technology is thieving your wealth out, it's not like 40, 50 years ago. When I used to bring up 5,000 barrels a day, they want to bring up 1 million barrels per day now. You see this fourth project? Oh my gosh. Let me hold back, man. Tomorrow we're carrying a headline story. It's sickening. It's sickening to even think about. I'm not going to give you a hint now. The lead story tomorrow in Kaieteur News. What ExxonMobil is doing to Guyana. Exxon. And the leaders of this land, both all three of them, the PPP, the PNC and the AFC, is in bed with them, allowing them to do these things to all of us.
Calling
no, man.
Caller,
No.
good evening and welcome.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, good night.
Good night to you.
Yes. I'm calling from Barbados. I'm listening to the Glenn Lall show.
Thank you.
I do appreciate what Mr. Lall is doing for the people of Guyana. He has a monumental task in getting the people of Guyana behind him. However, I am worried about the oil spill because Barbados is 500 miles away from Guyana. And if there's an oil spill, it will have devastating effect on Barbados tourist industry. And I think not only Guyanese, but people within the region to start to mount a campaign against the oil company to make sure that if there's an oil spill, that places like Barbados and some of the Caribbean islands that near to Guyana will not suffer from oil spill.
Hold 1 second. Hold a second. We cannot go after the oil companies, brother. We have to go after the leaders of this land. It's the leaders of this land who brought ExxonMobil in this country. Okay? And whatever damage is done, is this country is doing it to the entire region. So Guyana will be held responsible. However,
go ahead.
A gentleman by the name of Gary Aboud from Trinidad, He is friends of the ocean, of the fishermen. He have said on the last consultation with ExxonMobil on the 4th project that he's thinking about taking Guyana to court to ensure that the region is protected by insurance. I have been talking about insurance almost, I have not missed out on this word insurance for the longest while on every program. I just want to say
I agree.
how important it is.
Yes, I heard you on that one many times. I heard you speak about insurance many times. But what I am scared of, Barbados cannot afford an oil spill at this time because we are suffering due to COVID-19. We had the dust from Cerveza, and to get our oil spill now, our economy will be devastated.
I hear you, brother. I hear you loud and clear.
And one more thing, you are doing an excellent job. Where is Freddie Kasum? I want to hear Freddie Kasum on this.
All right. Thank
I
you.
want to hear Freddie Kasum.
Thank
okay?
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. No, the gentleman asked where is Freddie Kissoon and all these things. No, he asked correct. He asked a beautiful question. It's not only Freddie Kissoon. It's where is the media, the entire media, and the critiques of the media. Where are they? Listen, my friend. Again, I'm going to repeat this thing. 99% of the people in the media does not understand what is happening here. So don't be upset with them. No matter how simple I make this thing, some of them still do not understand. So don't fight with them, don't be upset with them. And I'm going to say this again, the oil industry, I have learned from my trainee friend. He says, Glenn, this oil sector is not huge, it's not large, it's gigantic. It takes countries and citizens 30, 40, 70 years to understand what is happening. Where we are today, I could tell you clearly, where Glenn Lall is today with this program, we are like 25 years ahead. So we should thank God for that. That God has inspired myself and my employees here to come to grips, to part where we are today. And He's guiding us every moment as we speak. Tomorrow, our program is on again. Next day is another news item. And we are doing and we are trying our best to bring about that change quickly. Only a protest, massive protest, shut down this whole country will bring about that change tomorrow morning. Are we going to get Guyana out there? That is what we got to work on. Thanks. Don't blame Freddie. Trust me, Freddie ain't got a clue. I'm not putting him down. I'm not, but Freddie loves his politics, and Freddie can analyze stuff. But when you talk about businesses and things like this, no. Freddie been with me 20 plus years, and I think I understand him. And I'm speaking from a boss point of view. Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Mr. Glenn Lall.
Good evening, sir.
I just want to let you know, before you announce it on the air when you're going to do your rally, let us know in the United States and Canada before the airline raise their ticket price on us before we get there. So you got to let us know in secret first, all right, sir?
You guys going to come there from the States?
Absolutely, sir. We will be there. But you got to let us know before the airline, or else they're going to raise the ticket.
All right. I'll let you guys know at least a week or 2 week in advance.
All right, my brother.
Good.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, bye-bye. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Mr. Glenn Lall and the team. I have a question. During the 2020 campaign, Barra Jagdeo went on stage and promised the people that he will renegotiate that contract when he gets into government.
Oh.
Now they have 33 MPs in Parliament. I'm wondering if any one of them has that courage and that guts to ask Barra Jagdeo if he's going to fulfill that renegotiation of that oil contract. You think any one of them will have that courage to ask him?
What question you asked there, Brian? The gentleman asked the question. If if any one of them have the guts to ask Bharat Jagdeo if he's going to renegotiate the contract.
Or fulfill that contract.
What? I don't even think the president of this country has that strength or that courage
Only 2 people
to ask him if he will renegotiate the contract. No, nobody has that power. Those guys that are sitting here, they better don't even watch him too hard. You watch Bharat Jagdeo too hard when he's talking on the oil business. You're dismissed. You're fired forthwith. You know, very few people who could really talk to Bharat Jagdeo in his face. Yes, and said, come on, you can't do crap like this, you know, and nobody can talk to him. The man believes he's king. People treat him like king.
Precisely.
You understand? But you got to give the man, you got to give Jackie jacket. The man smart. The man play his cards. The man know how to wield power. You understand? And he sat there, and if you watch him how he play a Putin game right through. And his whole country knows that. You understand? He plays and he went up there, he come out, he knock out, he go back in the party, sit down in the party, become a king in the party, and he decides who will be the presidential leader, and he controls the presidential leader, and controls the president, and he controls everything. Whatever he says goes. Vikram Bharat, who is the minister of oil, can't speak without contacting or getting authorization from him. No, nobody can speak.
Yes.
Nobody, except me and you on the outside. You know, we can talk. We can tell him, hey, Jagdeo, you're doing a set of crap. You understand? What can he do? You know, what can he do? Nothing. But them guys afraid of his seat. You know, what is it to be a member of parliament? Who wants to lose that? Where you get duty free this and duty free that, and you're wearing a pin and a tie, and people look at you like a little demigod. Come on, man, nobody wants to lose that. You know, or we got people in society can't say anything or wouldn't want to speak out against him because they can lose their little perks here, or little perks there, or their little business there, their little business there. You know, because they're that wicked. But all of them is a set of evil politicians we have in this land, man.
It's true, it's true.
Them chaps will go after you.
And the thing
Yes,
is,
they go after your children too. Yeah, I can talk a story in the right time. They go after your children. When they can't get to you, they go after your children. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like people are so blinded by this show that they put on, this masquerading and the pomposetting up and down and this air of reverence that they carry themselves with. And it's like as soon as they open their mouths, you can hear the lack of substance. You can hear the lack of education. You can hear the lack of knowledge. They can't fool people, but they seem to get away with this thing.
You can watch them in the face and smell the crookery.
Some of us can, yes. Some of us can.
Man,
the others.
I am not boasting, but I'm telling you, Miss Harris, when I just watch these people in the face, I could tell you what they're thinking.
Absolutely.
When they're speaking, I could tell you next sentence coming out of their mouth.
Exactly.
You understand? Because like I could read them, and it comes with experience. 28 years in the newspaper.
And that's the thing, it's like,
you know, listening to them, watch them, see the modus operandi.
Yes.
You know, you understand, man. Everything they do. You know, I remember a story, and I should share this with you. I got a little time, I should share it with you. I remember Robert Prasad was the agriculture minister, and they announced a $3 billion spending on bridges. When we questioned them, they said they're building 27 bridges in section C, the Amstel Back Dam, on the west coast of them are, and some in Parika Back Dam. So I told my reporter, I said, challenge him. Let him show us where he's building these bridges. $3 billion, you know, man. He said, okay, you know, well, you know, I could take you guys and, you know, I can show you, you know, blah, 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 blah. We said, yes, we're going to go. Oh, well, you know, we get back to him, you know, it's early in the morning, you gotta leave 5 o'clock in the morning. We tell him, I tell the reporter, I say, guys, go! When it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to see where they're building these bridges. Lo and behold, you know, they pick them up 5 o'clock in the morning, drive them down to Porica in the back dam with a pickup, carry them down and show them one little trench, and say, well, maybe a couple of bamboo got throw across here, right? And come out and Robert tell them, you know what, I got lots of work to do, I gotta go back.
I remember that incident.
You know? It's in the newspaper, man. If you Google it, it's there.
I remember that incident.
You know, he wanted to leave some of the people in there. Yeah. And you know, that money, we don't know where the money there. And you know, we don't know where if you ever throw a bamboo on any canal, trench, or little gutter in the Amstel back dam or Porica back dam. Yeah, man. This is what they do. Yes. They just announce, you know, gosh, tomorrow we taking a story. They announce almost $34 billion. You hear me, man? We're carrying the story tomorrow again. $34 billion, uncle and auntie, for upgrade the roads from Linden, the Mabura Road. Wow. From Linden. $34 billion. For upgrade. Wait, man. For upgrade, you know. $34 billion. Here, man. $1 billion, uncle and auntie. In 2 years, them take to fine. To give all the public servants 7%. Man, you don't understand what I'm saying, man. 1 year, 2 years, take them to fine $1 billion. Forgive all them public servants, all them teacher, police, nurse, and everybody. Guess what? Tomorrow they going to spend, they put out on a tender, and they said 2 people heading the bidding in the bidding group. The Chinese, yes, the Chinese and Brazilians. Me not have to know. I don't know who don't win that contract. The Chinese. Yes. You hear me, man? Wait, now. The thing is not about the contract, you know. Mabura, Linden, Mabura Road. How many use that road? Precisely. Wait, listen to me. You see the 27 bridge that we talk about just now? You got to read through and understand about the game, what the chap playing. Of course. Mabura Road, you're going to spend $35 billion. Yeah? Wait, who are you making? What are you doing to these people? To this country? That $35 billion, brother, should have been spending for clean them trenches in it. Should have been spending to wake up, to avoid all flooding every day. In all the cities in Guyana. It should have been spending on the roads in Guyana. It should have been spending on the roads what we have in the city.
Georgetown, Sea Defense.
In New Amsterdam.
Yep.
In Essequibo. Guess what? They must spare them. You see who said they must spare them? And you see who they behind it with the spending? The Chinese. $35 billion, you know. That resembles the 27. That's it. Resembles the 27 bridge. But I'm gonna be like back down.
That nobody will see or use.
You see over the road is misleading because in the interior, it's trails, it's laterite and sand and.
They say upgrade the road.
So in other words, they can dump some laterite
and
some quarry.
No, man, no. They take a grader, run the grader for a week, and $35 billion disappear. Yep. And they can't find money for increase people's salary in this country.
These same people.
Them got me policemen, army, nurses, all them public servants. Can't even put biscuit in a children lunch kit. Man, good night, sweet dreams, and God bless you guys, man. I am done, I'm finished. I'm upset. Thank you guys. Thank you. Oh man.